Hello everyone, welcome to Sentence Diagramming 101. We have reached the final exercise in the textbook, and that is exercise 9H. And these sentences are delightful because they come from the original book, the 1899 Reed and Kellogg book that established sentence diagramming mostly as we know it today. There's been some tweaks since then, but still, you may feel the time in some of these sentences because they are definitely a product of the time period. So let's just start off with number one. Since breath contains poisonous carbonic acid, wise people ventilate their sleeping room. Yeah, not a practice around anymore in the 2000s. But we've got, subordinated conjunction. We've got breath contains what? Contains acid. Didn't know that, but apparently. And then these are both adjectives. What kind of acid? And then we've got people, ventilate what? Room. And then that's a participle. A couple of adjectives. Yeah, okay. So we're going to have a complex sentence here. So we have people, we know they're wise people. And then what do? They ventilate. And then what do they ventilate? Their room. This sounds like a great idea, except I live in Florida where it is hot and humid. If I always ventilated my room with a window, then everything in my house would be soaking wet from the humidity. It's only a few days a year you get away with that. Breath contains acid. This feels like a sci-fi movie. All right, poisonous, carbonic, fancy. And then since, okay, so medicine has certainly come a long way. But we have a complex sentence, right? We put the independent clause on top, dependent clause on the bottom, connected with a sentence, verb to verb, because it's an adverb clause. Tells me why. Why would you ventilate your room? Because your breath contains acid. All right, so we Americans, and a positive, must be verb. What do we, that's an adverb. What are we being? We're being cuckoos. For coordinating conjunction, what do? We build our homes. And then where do we build them? In the nests of other birds. So those are adverbs. Well, this is an adverb right here. And then nest, which nest? Nests of other birds. So that's an adjective. Okay. So we're going to have we, and then what do? We Americans, this is very political right here. We must all, yeah, it's an adverb, right? We must all be cuckoos for, what do? We build our homes. Some fighting words. And then where do we build them? We build them in the nest. We're in places we don't belong. In the nest. And then which nests? The nests of birds. What kind of birds? Other birds. Nice metaphor happening there. Okay, so basic compound sentence though. Moving on. Oh, we're cheerful. Ugh, I look forward with dread to tomorrow. So these are both prepositional phrases, how and when. This is going to be an interjection, so I look, right? And then forward is where I'm looking, adverbing. So I just have an ugh here, and it's above my I look, so I'll just float it. And then where do I look? I look forward. And then I look forward, or how do I look? I look with dread, adverb again. And then to tomorrow. I look to tomorrow with dread. It's very, very depressing right there. All right. Oh, the verb is the life of the sentence. That definitely sounds old. All right. So we've got a slivisk happening, and then which life. So prepositional phrase acting as an adjective. So I've got the verb. The verb is subject complement life, the life, and then which life? The life of the sentence. Sounds like something someone would make a class recite. The verb is the life of the sentence. The subject is the doer in the sentence. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, number 5 is fun. So he went out, phrasal verb, came back, phrasal verb. So what did he do? As mate, came back captain. Oh, so we've got a little sitva happening, but we also have a stevedore. That's fun. Spacing. Okay, well, we know that and then what did he do? He went out as mate, and then he came back.
Yep.
And then how did he come back, or what did he come back as? Captain. And that was a good time. Okay. Moving on. Oh yeah, poor Raleigh. He made it so long, this guy. That's not a positive, but he was eventually beheaded as soon as she died. He didn't last very long. She let him get away with so much stuff. If you're ever bored and you're interested in history, Elizabeth's relationship with Sir Walter Raleigh is really interesting. Alright, so he was beheaded, and then by James the First. Okay. To be good is to be great. So we have two infinitives. One's the subject, one's the subject complement. Okay, so we have to be what? To be good is what? Is to be how? To be great. That's pretty cool. It's a nice sentiment. Okay. Oh, swearing is sinful. So, swearing is sinful. That's a gerund, though. So, we're going to do one of these. Swearing or cursing, depending on where you're from, right? You may say I swear, you may say I curse, but either way, some people think that bad words are bad, right? That's why we call them swears. Okay. Moving on to number 9. Oh, this is super timely. You would not say this in a book right now. That women are more emotional. Subject linking verb is what? Is a fact. And then these are all adjectives. So you've got women are emotional. Huh. Sensing Kellogg and Reed had some issues, maybe. But that is going to be an interjection. Women are what? Are emotional. So basically that's a noun clause. You know, that whole thing is acting as our subject. And then is what? A fact. It's a fact, and it's a well-known fact. Is it, sir? All right, let's see. So we have the swan achieved. Oh, it achieved this whole thing. What the goose conceived. So we've got goose conceived, and then what? Goose conceived what? So that whole thing is my direct object. Okay. So the swan is doing the things that the goose is only thinking about. It seems very, very end of the 1800s thinking. Early 19. Goose. The goose conceived what? All right, did I get them all? Yeah, all right, that looks like that's it. A little Elizabeth I action happening at the bottom here, and yay! This is our last exercise video. Congratulations, you made it through Sentence Diagramming 101. The rest of the book has some resources for you, so don't be afraid to skip through those appendices. Check them out, see if there's anything in there that looks good. But well done, you made it.